Stuart. We need to start planning our paper on public libraries.
Okay, Stuart. We need to start planning our paper on public libraries. Libraries.
Have you thought of an angle yet?
Well,
Have you thought of an answer yet?
there's so much we could look into.
Wow, there's so much we could look into. Wow, there's so much we could look into.
So how libraries have changed over the centuries, for instance, or how different countries organize them.
How library has changed over the century. For instance, how different countries organize them.
What do you think, Trudy?
What do you think, Judy?
Maybe we should concentrate on this country and try and relate the changes in libraries to external developments. Like the fact that far more people can read than a century ago.
Maybe we could concentrate on this country and try and relate the changes in libraries to external developments, like the fact that far more people can read than a century ago,
And that the local population may speak lots of different languages.
and that the local population may speak lots of different languages.
We could include something about changes in the source of funding, too.
We could include something about changes in the source of funding too.
Yes, but remember we're only supposed to write a short paper, so it's probably best if we don't go into funding in any detail.
Right.
Yes, but remember we're only supposed to write a short paper. So it's probably best if we don't go into funding in any detail.
Well, shall we just brainstorm a few ideas to get started?
Okay.
So we just brainstorm a few ideas to get started.
Okay. We obviously need to look at the impact of new technology, particularly the internet.
We obviously need to look at the impact of new technology, particularly the internet.
Now that lots of books have been digitalised, people can access them from their own computers at home.
Now that lots of books have been digitalized, people can access them from their own computer at home.
And if everyone did that, libraries would be obsolete.
Yes.
And if everyone did that, library would be obsolete. Yes.
But the digitalized books that are available online for free are mostly out of copyright, aren't they?
But the digitalized books that are available online for free are mostly out of copyright, aren't they?
And copyright in this country lasts for 70 years after the author dies.
And copyright in this country lasts for 70 years after the author dies.
So you won't find the latest bestseller or up-to-date information.
So you won't find the latest bestseller or up-to-date information.
Important point. Anyway, I find it hard to concentrate when I'm reading a long text on a screen.
That's an important point. Anyway, I find it hard to concentrate when I'm reading a long text on a screen.
I'd rather read a physical book.
I'd much rather read a physical book.
And it takes longer to read on a screen.
And it takes longer to read on a screen.
Oh, I prefer it.
Oh, I prefer it.
I suppose it's just a personal preference.
I suppose it's just a personal preference.
I expect the libraries will go on evolving in the next few years.
I expect that library will go on and evolving in the next few years.
Some have already become centres where community activities take place.
So you won't find the latest bestseller or up-to-date information. That's an important point. Anyway, I find it hard to concentrate when I'm reading a long text on a screen. I'd much rather read a physical book, and it takes longer to read on a screen. Oh, I prefer it. I suppose it's thus a personal reference.
Like local clubs meeting there. I think that'll become even more common.
I'd like to think so.